a drama and the class is so developed like issue because that is the best time. You can just see me cool.
There are many.
And it's there.
We are talking from that point of view.
Akamwiswazia baka efamani azia balo India. Tiazita yovin balo na azo ili na pari alwali. That's what you must know. So employment and Arua district ni boss telling me a Jonwa ni misungwa. Please.
Okay.
That
one is taken.
Yes.
And we shall look forward to ensure that I'm achieved the but I trust here the cleaners, man, the health facilities, they are water to the work with the and they are committed. And they are over the lara. He has studied man like from Madrid. Bangayo crisis. When we want to expand the land, let it come in the budget. Currently, young people in the district is squeezing it. This thing was not there in the budget. Here, as a 2 year of a sonary center or a center.
Commissioning can go official open but after the Brahmo, yes, there is in gas. It's back by the minister and invite you commissioning yet. If you didn't know that this was here, I would have seen 1 year as my so opening here for now.
Second stakeholders manual and over and project area. That's why I'm going to Maria the Tofu. I'm going to the result and I did your digital building to district many strategies in staff as in resources being involved in mobilization, as in human resource in the area of resources, not like as any evidence to prove that actually you're more than really meeting and insert and apply working those who use progress with the Israel resources. So I have now professor here obviously. Now Sanjana Mani engineer Yuanda, there were some snag lists in it generating rather than Kawuanzeti. The emulated Nambo project chairman, and indeed those who know my process. But I already kira. This is also what generated from the kira, from the Ayara. And our general for meeting is. When we used to have a as you can look at the FDR, Mamma could blame my person to officers in my own. Mamma, I did one beyond one for that very soon as we want Kawuanzeti, it's a personalized. Maybe as well as I know the DHO maybe. I only really still in Mumbai area, Sabato area, my mind had so thick as for the decision. We're like coming with the work plan also on how to begin now positioning ourselves in operating this facility. So you can as a man who are members of the service is a process. Service is not just one day, so 1 month thing. It is just a service, and it is services always endless. Much as Money goes with us, yes, we are doing that, but we are still realizing even there are more things which are discovered which needed to be put in place. So I know there are stagnant mindset, which means basic objectives then serves the whole welfare. So delay. Matter even as a kid now the administrative in the sense that the human affinity there are these issues now. These are the areas now doing their work from. That's the budget area now they begin to spend area to Mariari. Then we are now in the planning period. We are now in the planning period, especially in the area of budget. Materially, community social service, if there are issues, you feel like attention Angere, this is a planning period from a plan Maria, like the 3 has put to bring for us all the kitchen facility. Everybody even there, as if in one of the water meetings, there seems to be a plan of solar sort of thing here. Motorization of this water.
This is over.
Yes.
So that's what depends on the yield.
So in Nigeria, technical, but it is there now. Kawuanzeti is rural community. I'm a stakeholder. You see the SO's office here, I think it's also more disturbed with that. I think they're recording for this year. I want to also join my members by saying this facility has been a multi-billion money. The work you go back at Commission Arua, maybe Commission Arua, they will know and they will give us it all, but we are expecting something bigger.
When we have first shift going, then the project the person they to the keeper was in that back as staff which there, the staff mighty community Mahabalo. Then he requested there any staff, especially in the area of security and the cleanliness, should be arrested in this place. This together is by now it is service commission that goes through the processes. The report is given to Kawuanzeti again technical support from DHO if it is the area of health to do deployment. Then I think as currently DHO I think on those grounds. You take the money in the area as somebody said and that other request is there. We don't know when this to put advert. So we must take you one. So we move this as car as you bring your own or what? Because this must be clear as from car level. Every year staff vanity there Borgana are peaceful co and written.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you so much, Chair, for giving me the opportunity, and I respect all the protocol in the interest of time. I think this meeting is very important. There are 3 things which I want to really bring out. One is about my observation in the way communication has been going on and how business are being conducted. I think we have not actually been like separating something which is in relation to service delivery and as well as what should be done in as far as development of this place is concerned. If we really constructed this facility for service delivery, we would actually prioritize the facility, prioritize service delivery first. Looking at this structure already, this is good enough to actually start working. And I'm happy that we are all positive about this, because at the end of the day, some other things will come later. But let us start. Then the second thing is about service delivery itself. For us as staff, when we are deployed here, we definitely we also desire to work in a very good environment. And we don't work in isolation. Our work or success is attributed to how the community relates with the staff. If we come to serve the community here, we expect the community to be very supportive, to also be responsive. When there are things which we are supposed to do, the community also have what they are supposed to be doing. But at the end of the day, we all communicate. When the community needs service, the staff are there. When the staff also needs some support, like in the community is also there. So I think that is where we really need to agree. For us, we are committed. If we are deployed here, we are committed to actually render the service to the people. And we are not just rendering service to the people here in the community. One, these are actually Ugandans. Even if you take me where, I know I must serve the Ugandans with all my heart. And apart from this, we know these are God's children. So expect the best from whoever is coming to actually serve you. Even if the person comes elsewhere. Like me, by my deployment, I'm in Arua district, but I have my own district in zone. I would have opted to go and serve my own people in zone. And we have so many other people might come from other locations. When they are deployed here, they are not just coming to actually, deny maybe the community the opportunity. No, it's not that. We are coming here for service, and that's where our focus is. Then the last thing is about the community itself. The community is big, and if it extends up to Congo, we expect actually the population that is going to be served to be massive. My request is one, especially what the Minister of Finance has mentioned. The process, service delivery is a process, and we might come and we start working maybe tomorrow next. But one thing I've observed here is like the expectations is very high, which is good for us, knowing that yes, this is where we are supposed to work and this is the pace we should take in as far as work is concerned. But I will request that yes, as we shall start, yes, the structure is there. There are certain things which need to be put in place here and there. We have to keep on discussing, we have to keep on agreeing, and it's a process. So when the staff are deployed here, the first thing, like I was telling Biesho, I would have actually come here and even started staying here. But because of these communications which keep on coming, sometimes it will also make you think otherwise. I ended up actually leaving my lab coat, my medical coat inside here, in one of the rooms. And since then, I've never come back. But I told Biesho that yes, in as far as deployment is concerned, for me, I'm willing to be deployed. But the truth of the matter is, how am I going to begin working? Even if we're going to get drugs from other locations, the number one thing is deployment. Because when you deploy, the first thing we shall have to do is actually to make sure we remove this dust, remove everything, to show that yes, there are human beings actually here. There are people working. And then the next thing, we go to the next, we see how to arrange the place. You see the beds are everywhere. We might not need to use all the beds. What do? We relocate, we actually put them in the rightful places. How is the maternity? How is everything? You do that. It is a process. Then after that, the drugs, we are happy that the fridge is already here. So these are the things. So it will be a process. So much as our expectations are high, but I will request that let us manage our expectations.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Your money insists on Kawuanzeti on the day. I got in a maybe to the day, rumors say in the future, meeting now and Sagachi. A resort, Maggie, your material, your scarabore. Did you take a scarab? But for now, mata hiki ni Arua mawe dingane. Tiele service commission.
We are not supposed to touch keys. So, let you come. But I want to Saraba.
The key is not appearing. You are
our default. Very good. I think that is
officer for Arua district. This facility of Kawuanzeti opening is actually overdue. We have a number of infrastructure which are available for the starting of the facility. There have been some small issues which needed to be corrected, and in this meeting of today, we think that together with the community, this facility should be opened. Specifically, we have good infrastructure, OPD in place, we have staff quarters in place, we have even maternity ward in place. But we have few challenges, especially the issue of water. We don't have piped water yet, but we have a borehole, which is in place. We think that this borehole can still help us to operationalize this facility. Then the issue of kitchen for patients who will be admitted here. We think that with the time also we shall have to construct this kitchen together with the sub-county authorities. In the plan for the coming financial year, we shall have to put this kitchen facility in place. Also, we have plans for expansion of this facility, because we never know in future, since this is the health facility 3, we may upgrade it to health facility 4 in the future. We are urging the community still to avail some land in the future for expansion of this facility. Thank you.
Okay, now there were issues to do with the compensation of people who gave land, maybe specifically down there at the staff quarters, yes, where there were issues of maybe the landlord was not fully paid.
Yeah, we want to thank the landlord for availing us this land. Actually, 80% of this land has been given to us by the landlord free of charge. We want to appreciate his commitment for health service delivery. The beauty of the land for which he is supposed to be compensated, as a district, we are still committed to do that. We want to ensure that in the coming financial year, we have to put this in the plan so that we sort out the issue of compensation of this landlord.
So how much is pending?
We have around 15 million pending. 5 million was already paid to him. So by next financial year, we are committed that this money is paid to the landlord.
So probably when do we expect to see the doors opened?
In March. In March, we expect that this facility should be operational.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, maybe to add on the challenges you face here as the district, what has delayed the launch of this facility and maybe the way forward?
Yeah, one of the issues which delayed the operationalization of this facility, one of which has been the issues of some undone works. Those we call minor, especially the issue of the compound leveling. It has been one of the issues, but this to us is not a big challenge because this is just like operating in your home. You can't start 100%. You start small. As the family grows, that's when you keep on upgrading your home. It is the same thing with service delivery. You start small and you continue to expand in the future. Thank you.
We have been having as the stakeholders of the district, at the same time with the communities also, to make sure this time the long-awaited health center, Kawuanzeti Health Center 3 in Arua Sub-County Arua District, becomes operationalized. I think we were very grateful. In the meeting we came up with so many way forwards to make sure that this facility now becomes operational. We have been given a statement by the district health officer that now the availability of drugs, even the human resources around, you were able to see the in charge
of our new facility even attended this meeting. He is part of the meeting, and with so many other staff who are going to be posted here, who have been given the assurance. The drugs are ready. Even the humic committees are already ready. We are earmarking their money for humic for operational fund, about 6 million is already there with the district, and we're expecting that there's no need from now that this facility should delay anymore. And we want to assure our people of Arua that this has been a multi-billion project, which we feel as the district that the commissioning, the major commissioning of this facility must be witnessed by the central government. Our expectation has been that the office of the Prime Minister, the Minister of Health, with other key stakeholders of this nation should come and witness the big achievement we have as the Arua people. And we want to thank our Honorable Gabriel Adzeda for having initiated this project. Kawuanzeti has been an abandoned project since then, but in his regime as the area MP, he was very brilliant that to lobby for us some fund. I think with the people of Vora, these are the things for which we shall be keeping remembering our leaders. I think he has done a very big job for ourselves by bringing services closer to the people, especially in the area of health facility and many others which he has been doing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm called Solomon Anguzu. I am the district councillor representing people from Vura, at the same time Secretary for Finance, Planning and Administration. Thank you very much. Ready to purchase.
Thank you. Been arising from the delayed.
Well, I want to thank you for this chance that you've given us, and I thank District Chairman for organizing this meeting. When this health facility was not operational, the people in this parish, especially Ajono, that is one of our biggest parishes, has around 14 villages. Most of the mothers, most of the people here would walk. Others walk to Ovison Health Center 3, then others to Kuluva Hospital, which is like 3 to 4 kilometers away from here. In cases of labor or in cases of emergencies at night, it makes it hard to access medication. You all know what happens at night and all the challenges that happen at night. So access to medical services has been a challenge, especially along this belt. And also other people, part of the city is nearer to this facility than to the city. Therefore, operationalization of this facility will reduce distance to the health facilities, and also it will increase access to health services like antenatal, then like other services, health services.
Okay. Maybe your name once again?
My name is Ayoke Hope, the district female councillor representing the women of Vura to the district. And maybe to my people, what I would like to say is now that the facility is here and the district has agreed that it is going to start working, let us take this up and increase our access to health facility. Let all mothers embrace this and increase access to antenatal services, to family planning services, and all teenage pregnant mothers should take up on antenatal care services so that we reduce maternal mortality and infant mortality. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Kawuanzeti Health Center 3 is a government facility. It's one of the facilities in Arua district. It initially used to be a health post, and we're grateful to the resources that were allocated for its upgrade to Health Center 3, and we think it will benefit the people of Ajono parish and even beyond. Currently, it was a 3-year project that has since ended, and we, as the technical people, we've been waiting for the facility to be operationalized. We set up some structures, but I think there were some squabbles within the community where ownership was a challenge, or one community, one unit in the community wants to own it and so forth. But as we speak, we had already deployed, placed the beds. That facility has a microscope. That facility has quite a number of other tools and equipment that are relevant for its operationalization. Skeletal staff allocation, we've already placed some staff, but we were so discouraged and disappointed that one member in the community took away the keys of the facility, so we couldn't have access to it. And that's why we could not go as technical or health staff to go and start services. We hope to commence services soon, now pending some of the aspects that have already taken place, but we know that as per today's meeting with the community and the leadership of the district and even the sub-county, we have now been given full access to this facility. We will set up and we will draw our timelines and have this facility commence, especially for the poor women and children who continue to move for services of that nature to either Vura Health Center 3 or Kuluva Health Center, or come towards Oli or Arua Regional Hospital. So we are very confident that we are now ready to move on and do our work as the technical people. We were aware that this land was given for services by another person. The construction took its place, and it's our time now to have access to the place. Unfortunate that some of the community members still want to own the facility, which has since now gone in the hands of the technical people to offer services for the community of Jono Parish. So that's why we are there, and we are grateful to everyone who has made contributions to this. But I appreciate that everybody has his or her time, and it's our time to roll the curtain. Thank you.
Okay, I'm meant to understand, maybe away from this, Arua district benefited in the IRS project,
yes,
actually that program. So has this maybe changed the cases of malaria that have been reported in the district, and maybe perhaps how is the cases now in the district?
It's true, Arua benefited from the indoor residual spray program. We are also aware that after such an intervention, the cases needed to decline. I want to state here that yes, we see some decline a little, but we can't completely attribute it to this yet. I think we are yet to see how drastic, and you know that during the dry season, normally mosquito bites are less because there are no breeding places. So we can only confidently make that conclusion when the rains begin and the cases are down. Mosquitoes fly, and mosquitoes from the city will go to the district, from Congo will go to the district, and certainly if it to say the least, mosquitoes fly and they move everywhere. So it's yet too early for us to make that conclusion about the cases of malaria, whether they are down or up. Thank you.
Okay. So what does the current malaria burden in the district stand?
We, as for half year, this year, I would say, ending December, one of the main reasons that take people to health facilities has been malaria, and it has been about 39 people go to our facilities because of malaria out of 100, and also the fatalities have been there. About 30 people die because of malaria out of the 100 people, 100 deaths. So malaria is still contributing heavily as the most the disease that takes people to the hospital, and also the disease that causes death amongst the population.
Thank you.
Maybe you can just add your name.
Okay, I can own it. I'm called Paul Bishop Duleba. I work for Arua District local government in the Department of Health.
from the journey from maybe a few years ago when this facility was completed, what were the issues that were delaying the operationalization of this facility? And now that you are planning to open it, how do we expect services to flow in this facility?
Kawuanzeti, by the time I came in this facility, the outpatient department, the construction already started. So now when I came in, I received the funds for construction of a staff house, which staff house construction is now complete with the toilet, staff toilet, and also you can see in place I had to put incinerator, the water tanks, and this is put here in Kawuanzeti for the people of Arua district and also the nation at large. So the facility was completed, but there was a bit of problem here and there over the startup. Now it forced me to convene this meeting today with the key leaders here at the facility to discuss possibilities of starting this health center. I am very, very happy that the meeting was very, very fruitful one, where we have agreed to start the health center because the facility is now complete, well fenced, with all the requirements here. We have the beds, we have equipment. DHO also has looked for staff, skeletal staff in place. There are also essential medicines and health supplies that the DHO has mobilized with his team. Now, everything is ready, the staff are available, equipment there. What is remaining was now for us to answer the question, can we start? And I'm happy to report that today, this meeting pronounced ourselves very, very well that the facility must start. Emphasis were laid on quality of service delivery. The health service here must be at quality level. And we agreed already that we are going to officially commission it by inviting people in key leadership positions, either the minister or prime minister or whoever we shall agree on at district level to come and commission this facility. I will keep in touch with some of the sons and daughters of this place that are there. I will consult them as to who can come and commission this facility. Okay. But in the meantime, the treatment of patients and also providing in-patient services must start so that by the time this highly placed person comes here, there are patients already on the ward, the person will now lay his hand on those patients that are there. So we have agreed in this meeting, the LC1 chairman was present, the LC2, the area councillors, the parish chief, the LC3 chairman, and the area councillors for this sub-county to the district were all present, and the community members were all present. The technical staff led by Cow and DHO, they were all there in this meeting. Today I am the happiest. This health center must start because our mothers here are really suffering. Sometimes they go for antenatal clinic at Arua Health Center, which is very, very far. Others go to Kuluva, which is more than 6 kilometers. Others go to Arua Regional Referral Hospital in that congestion. So having these services here, maternal child health services here, for the people of this community will be the service delivered to them in the year 2023. So I look forward to start up of this meeting now that we have unanimously agreed. We have called upon for forgiveness from each and every person who was aggrieved. People who were talking here and there, we have together asked for forgiveness.
Now, Chairman, maybe from that point of apology and forgiveness, which you have said, what had caused the issue, that friction between the community and the
community, the misunderstanding came because the community wanted some section of community members, they wanted this health center to be connected to electricity first before starting it. Secondly, there must be provision of water services in this community. Now, the good news we've had today from district health office is that they can provide alternative power sources because this will require a powerhouse here to be constructed, which money is not yet there. And then the second one, they wanted the kitchen to be in place first, but the sub-county says it's going to look into that to construct the kitchen. Then water to be provided. We have put in place a water tank behind here. The unfortunate bit is because these have not been utilized, one of the water tanks busted. And then now water is oozing outside, which is very, very bad. Now, we have agreed that even here in the facility, there's a fridge to start maternal child health services. This fridge is just running, the gas is, the energy is burning here for no good reason. The power source is getting weighed down. But today we have agreed that this is going to be provided here.
What is the current bed capacity for this facility?
What I did in my capacity, I wrote to the ministry, I got around 20 beds here. They gave me the beds, there are 20 beds here. And UNICEF, we are also approached UNICEF. UNICEF brought over 15 beds. Now, this capacity here, 35 beds and above are available here, as you saw in the facility. The beds are available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Maybe
so what lessons have you learned as the district?
The lesson we have learned as a district is that, sometimes, project like this needs to have site meetings, regular site meetings. This was lagging because now, you see, the contractor is there, the project manager is there, but they decided to do things their own way, which was very, very wrong. So we've told them this must stop. From day to day, there must be regular meetings here. Then the other thing that we have learned as a lesson is rumor mongering is very, very bad. It's dangerous. It can destroy the whole community. You realize the communities were saying they were acted like that because of rumors that they were getting. Then the other one is ignorance. Yeah. This needed to be cleared through communication in meetings and so forth. So there was a bit of gap amongst the communities here. The leadership was not all that clear. Who is leading the community was a problem. As such, each person now decided to assume responsibility for himself that he or she is the leader of this community. Until that we had to show ourselves to say, look here, there are leaders here in this place, and we have ruled
Is the facility already gazetted? I mean by the land titles?
No, today this is one of the, actually we came up with a number of action points. We said the sub-county must start the process of acquiring land title for this facility. Okay? So many way forwards, around 10 big way forwards were arrived at in this meeting. So it was like a fruitful meeting. Everybody was very happy. You can see how they are leaving the gate.